So something completely different for me today. I thought we'd do an unboxing on this Triton TTS1400 Plunge track saw. Now, regular viewers to the channel will already know that I do have two other track saws. I have the Aldi Workzone track saw and I have the Evolution track saw. Now, I am hoping that this Triton track saw will have a better build quality than the Aldi Workzone, and the dust extraction will be better than the Aldi Workzone and the Evolution. Because the problem I have is working in my garage workshop, it's so small. Using the other two, there's dust just goes absolutely everywhere, and it's a mammoth task cleaning up afterwards. Now, this is the first Triton power tool I've actually purchased, and so far my impression of Triton has been good. I've purchased two other products from them. I have the Triton pocket hole jig, and I also have the Triton Cyclone dust collection, and both of them have been absolutely fantastic, so I've got high hopes for this one. Okay, we'll just have a quick once over of the box. It says smooth and safe plunge cuts, safe and accurate. Quick and easy setup of bevel, angle and plunge depth, easy setup. Powerful 1400 watt motor delivers high performance. Has a 165mm blade, can go to a max of 48 degrees tilt. Depth cut is 59mm. Blade spins at between 2000 and 5000 RPM. And has dust collection. The model, as I said before, is a TTS1400. On the back we have a quick look. I don't think there's anything different. Some fancy pictures, technical spec. It weighs 5.4 kilograms. It contains one plunge track saw and one dust port adapter, one instruction manual and one pair of carbon brushes. Right, so let's get the box open and see what we have. So initially there's no packaging around the top, so the saw can move about in transit, but first impressions, it doesn't look too damaged. So we have an instruction manual, and it does have a spare set of brushes, and sometimes this can be a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing because it means they wear out an awful lot quicker. I'm assuming this is a dust extraction port. And then we have the saw, and nothing else, just cardboard packaging. So I'm assuming that went into there to support it from going down. So let's get rid of some of the cardboard. Right, let's have a look at the saw. So immediately, this blade guard looks quite nice actually, nice and sturdy, not tinny, it seems of a reasonable quality metal. The plastic is a little bit cheap and plasticky looking. It's certainly not the build quality I was expecting from a nearly £200 machine. Although I will say I did purchase this off of Amazon on a special deal for $99.99. The plastic here, I think you can just see it, is a little bit rough and ready, and it looks like it's been stretched when it was cut out of the mould, and it's similar up here as well. So it does actually seem that the plastic isn't the greatest, but we'll look around the rest of the saw and see what that's like. Now, one thing I have noticed is it has UK to EU here on the plug, and it looks as if the plug flips up somehow, so let's get a screwdriver, I'll take this out and we'll have a look. Ah, now that's quite a neat idea. So you have an EU plug here, which goes into this connector, I guess, and then when you close it up, the two probes on here connect into these little connectors on here, and then it works as a UK plug. That's quite a neat little idea, I'd like that. Saves you having to buy a plug then. That is where the saw blade is actually catching here on the guard. So we're going to have to do something about that. So I think first thing is I'll take the blade off and check that that's fitted correctly. So to remove the blade, you lock this lever back here so it's on this setting, and then you should be able to plunge the saw and it locks in position. Okay, it's now some time later. In fact, it's actually the next day. So what I actually did was I took the blade off, I put it on something flat, and I checked that the blade itself was flat and that it didn't move. That was fine. So then I refitted the blade just in case it was fitted wrong and it was still on an angle. Now I took the blade off again and I checked that the collets or flanges, whichever you want to call them, were actually seated right. At this point I then removed the front blade guard to see the blade itself, and straight away you can see that there is no chance of adjustment. The motor spindle is actually out of square to the back of the blade guard, and there is no way I can physically make this fit. So basically, as it stands now, I'm left with two options regarding the saw. I can either send it back for a full refund, or of course I can send it back for a replacement. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. I contacted Triton Tools last night, so I'm waiting for a response from them. And to be honest, I think it depends on how they respond when they get back to me. If it's quite dismissive, I'll just get a refund. If it's helpful and a bit of insight into this, then I might go for a replacement product. But yeah, all in all, quite disappointing, and just shows the poor quality control they have over at Triton. I mean, at the end of the day, this potentially could have been quite dangerous. If you'd have chipped some of the teeth off the blade, they could have fired back and hit you in the face. Same with the blade guard, that could have chipped off and it could have caused some damage. Luckily, it was I noticed it before I actually plugged the thing in, although I am tempted to plug the thing in just to wreck it a little bit, but I won't do that. Anyway, that's it for this one. Leave a comment in the box below to let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video.